testing 1, 2, 3, 4. And good morning from Bud Bakewell Ice Rink in Buffalo, New York, where Nickel City Hockey Network brings you live coverage of Hasek's Heroes 10U Travel Hockey. This morning's matchup features the Lockport Lock Monsters and Hasek's Heroes. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us today. I am Sean McHugh, here to bring you the call of this morning's action, joined by producer and color commentator Aaron Alpern and camera operator Destiny Cosner, live from the 412 Communications broadcast booth. 412 Communications, your new gold standard in digital media solutions. Aaron, Hasek's Heroes comes into this morning's games after Aaron, I don't even know what the word is, impressive performance in all three facets of the ice against the Amherst Knights Silver. A lopsided score with Brooke Heigl getting a shutout for Hasek's Heroes. And now we're going to see Gabriel Mason in net for the Heroes. What do you expect to see between the Heroes and the Lock Monsters?
Yeah, more than a convincing win last week against Amherst. See whether or not the Hasek's Heroes team can take that confidence from last week's game, carry it over into this week's battle against a team that is neck and neck with them in the standings. We look at the Western New York 10U standings. Hasek's Heroes coming into this game 4-3-1, 9 points on the season. Right behind them in the standings, the Lockport Lock Monsters, 3-4, so they have a game in hand, but obviously a big game when it comes to the standings, a chance to create a little bit of separation for the Heroes.
Yes, and like you said, I know it's 10U hockey, but the standings matter, and this is part of playing the game. So this is a game where you're playing a team that's chasing you, and I know Coach Joel Atempe was probably not spending as much time drilling the standings in as maybe you would see in a UNYCHL or an AAU game. But it is important that these kids know that this is a team chasing them, so that should, with the confidence they built with that impressive win last week, look to try and build and, learn when the games are as important as they can be. And yeah, they're gonna start a big line right here as Maverick Kelly's gonna get the start on defense. All of our viewers who watched this last week, Maverick Kelly must have put a little extra sugar in his breakfast cereal because he was skating up and down the ice all game. I expect Hasek Heroes to try and get him the puck early off this faceoff and to start the offense.
Obviously, Hasek Heroes players like Maverick Kelly are certainly guys to keep an eye on. Also, as you mentioned right off the top, going to be watching Gabriel Mason in net today. He was part of what really drove the play in last week's win in that first period. He was really a big part of that. Now he's got the pads on. Let's see what he can do between the pipes.
I mean, Gabriel Mason was impressive in the most emergency goaltending duty I think I've ever seen, maybe short of David Ayers. And similar to David Ayers, he played very well. So we have some puck in the neutral zone here as Kevin O'Connor Jr. will begin the forecheck as he heads into the corner. Lock Monsters sending the puck up the wall here. Body goes down as Haseks will look to maintain possession. Mallory McDonald pinching in here, and it's kept alive there by Nathan Howell. Puck's in the slot there. Sneaky backhand attempt right there by Maverick Kelly, and a save made by Young on his first test of the game.
Swarming on the puck are the Heroes in the offensive zone here. Always two players on the one defensive player. That's allowed them to keep it here in the offensive zone for so long here in this first shift.
One thing, there's Kevin O'Connor. Kevin O'Connor, he's going to get a tripping penalty right here. Effort penalty, but he did get the stick in there. So we're going to see the Haseks Heroes penalty kill early with 10:46 to go in this first period, as this penalty kill for Haseks Heroes is brought to you by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker to buy, sell, or lease any office, industrial, retail, or investment property. Trust the unparalleled knowledge and experience of Militello Realty. So like Aaron said, lots of pressure swarming all over the puck, but Kevin O'Connor Jr. just got his stick a little happy between the feet of the puck carrier. That is going to be a penalty, but Haseks Heroes penalty kill was better. It was more of a power play for them last week, so let's see if they try to drive offense here.
And see whether or not Lockport can get something going here from this first opportunity with the man advantage. Anytime you get a man advantage early in a game, you want to try to take advantage of those opportunities, get that early marker on the board. That first shift was more in the favor of Haseks Heroes, but let's see if this power play can yield something for Lockport.
Gabriel Mason aggressive on top of his crease right here, and here come the Heroes. Caleb Moser getting it on his backhand. He's looking to get the edge here. He's around the defenseman. Moser looks to throw it to the net, but a really nice defensive play by number 88, Engler, right as Moser tried to feed the puck in front of the net.
Yeah, Weston Engler foot for foot with him all the way down the ice. Really good defensive play there just to be able to keep up with Moser, one of the faster skaters for the Heroes.
Alana Kraft is by herself on defense right there, and she's done a great job keeping the puck in front of her and dislodging the man to prevent any scoring chance. And now here's going to be a race for the puck as Diani Wojo gets the puck up out, but it's kept in there by the Lock Monsters, working their way into the slot for a shot opportunity, but great defense there by Alana Kraft again to get her shin pad in the way and keep the puck to the outside. Lockport looking to skate through the slot here, and again, Alana Kraft with that long stick doing a really nice job dislodging the puck from the Lock Monsters as Moser gets the puck out. Got two in his stick. Liam Karalunas, he's going to go for the carry. Karalunas pushes the puck ahead for Moser. Nice breakout there by Liam Karalunas. Here's Caleb Moser on his forehand, takes a shot, and Young makes a nice save with the right pad. Is on this penalty kill, Caleb Moser on two occasions driving play with his legs, and now Alana Kraft doing a magnificent job manning the D position, gets the first one back. And Moser looks to spring Carol Lewis on a breakthrough of the zone. It gets ahead of him, but Liam Karalunas gets down below the goal line, and now Hasek Heroes looks to maintain possession at 5-on-5. Here comes the unit. Here's Mike Wright. You cannot miss him on the ice right here, and you have to think Lockport, knowing the numbers he's capable of putting up or watching him, as here comes Yeager. Jaeger down the line. Mike Wright, though, doing a nice job of getting back on the pressure and getting a stick in the lane to prevent a shot.
It's one thing to have that long reach. You got to be able to use it, and he used it perfectly there on defense.
Yeah, Mike Wright, one of the key players here for this Hasek Heroes team, getting his first ice time. He is manning the front of the net, and you can just see it. Mike Wright is bigger than most people in the building, much less all the people on the rink, and he just takes up a ton of space. And now here come the Heroes. Full head of steam for the big man, Mike Wright. Mike Wright looks to split the D-man, using that long stride in alone on his forehand, takes the shot, and Young with a great save on Mike Wright as he just put his head down and barreled through the defense for a scoring chance. On the back door for Wright, off the goal post. You do not see that very often. And the puck is played to the front of the net as the Lock Monsters avoid catastrophe on 2 occasions. As the play is offsides, Mike Wright needs to get back on sides.
It's a big clear, and this
Here's
is a good opportunity.
Breakout. Here comes Holsinger. There's the shot, and they score! What a shot by Holsinger as he gets in, and I don't think Gabe Mason was ready for the shot to come up high. Hits him in the shoulder and goes over the goal line. And after 2 glorious opportunities go by the wayside for Hasek, Lockport comes right back in the transition and gets their 1-0 lead with 7:52 to go in the first period.
That might have been a case of having the full offensive group out there really pushing there, because that was not just Mike Wright out there, but also Caleb Mosier and Mike Kelly, and the 3 of them were swarming in the offensive zone. Forgot to make sure that the back end was taken care of. Lockport got a player free behind the defense. Mason made the save. He definitely got a shoulder on that when he felt like he made the stop. Just snuck past him. Hasek's looking for that counter now.
Here comes Mallory McDonald. She's got the troops coming too. McDonald on her forehand takes a shot from an angle just wide. Aubrey Simonik definitely making sure, defensive responsibility was definitely preached as Chevalier and Simonik manning the point. Long point shot, and Young very active in his crease. Pounces on that point shot and covers for a whistle with 7:19 to go here in the first period, as this broadcast is brought to you by the Battaglia Marciano Agency, an independent agent for auto, homeowners, business, and life insurance, providing peace of mind for Western New Yorkers for over 35 years.
About 5 minutes in here, Sean, I think we might be in store for our best of the Hasek Heroes games that we've covered this season. These 2 teams going toe for toe here in the early going. This one could end up being an instant classic for us.
Give me all of that here on a Saturday morning here right before Christmas. As here's another breakout pass, and Lockport sprung again. There's the shot, and it finds the far side. Gabriel Mason wasn't prepared for the shot to get the inside of the post, and another transition opportunity, and Lockport is out to a 2-0 lead with just under 7 to go in the first period.
That shot could not have been more perfectly placed. It actually snuck in right inside the near post and kind of wrapped around the back of the net. Had a lot on it, and it was right on the mark.
You can't shoot a puck any better than that, especially everybody loves the bar-down, high-corner shots, but the hardest play for a goaltender, especially one that's, not Vasilevsky, that's 6'8", is those low, worm-burning shots, and that one got by Gabriel Mason, and it's just like that. Although most of the offensive possession and pressure has been Hasek Heroes, Lockport opportunistic. They've had 3 opportunities. They've capitalized on 2 of them. Hasek needs to watch that streaker because it's gotten behind them 3 times now.
Yeah, it's maybe being the victim of their own success of having the puck in the offensive zone for such long stretches of time. It's easy to get focused on that offensive goal to try to put one in the back of the net, and if you don't make sure that that back end you're keeping an eye on how things can change in transition, that's exactly what can happen. What happened in those 2 different instances. So just making sure that the neutral zone is covered in case Lockport turns it over and gets going in the other direction.
And Alana Kraft is at her blue line, but the puck is chipped long ahead. Ooh, big collision right there as Alana Kraft and Landers collide on the dump in. Landers seems to be okay. Alana Kraft is okay. No harm, no foul as we're going to get going as Maverick Kelly's going to look to skate it out. Maverick Kelly, though, meets Jaeger, and Jaeger knocks it off his stick, but Kelly looks to split it ahead. He does get the puck to center ice, and Hasek is going to look to attack to create an offensive chance here.
Nice play there.
Very nice play. Puck chipped into the zone, and now Hasek needs to get on the puck, but Lockport doing a really nice job of gathering possession and just getting the puck out of harm's way into neutral ice.
3 defenders back there defensively, kind of getting the message already about the transition play for the Heroes.
Maverick Kelly's got a lane if he puts the pedal to the metal, and here he comes. Maverick Kelly with the elite speed. Oh, and they were just offsides, and Kelly was looking for the bar down. But that's something Hasek is going to look to lean on. Maverick Kelly has some outstanding speed and edge work, and he can drive play by himself like we saw last week. And message was received. Look who's coming into play center now, Aaron.
Mike Wright up here to play center.
And Caleb Moser's on D.
Got about a foot on the kid that he's squaring off of this face-off on. It's more about how tall Mike is.
I'm wondering if Mike Wright's going to push. Mike Wright, he's a big kid and he's a skilled player. Oh, and this is the music I want to hear, Aaron.
Mike almost towers over the linesman dropping the puck here.
I am 6'5", and Mike isn't that much shorter than I am. Face-off controlled there by Hasek as Mike Kelly sends the puck in down low, and he's going to go barreling down on the forecheck. 2 Hasek heroes in on the forecheck. Dangerous play there as Mike Wright jumps it in the slot and gains possession on his backhand. Kelly down low to Wright. Great defense right there by Lockport as they're going to look to skate it out, but here comes Mike Wright on the back check, and Mike Wright just neatly takes the puck right off his man's stick, and the puck is sent down low. 3 Lock Monsters getting up to the loose puck, but it's Chevalier making the play at the blue line to keep it in, and then O'Sullivan sends it down low as this possession continues for Hasek. But yes, like Aaron said, there's help on the blue line. That play was kept in nicely by the Heroes. Here's Mike Wright. Mike Wright takes a shot. Oh, pinballs one in Young. I think Young got a skate on that at the last second.
I think it hit a defenseman first, too.
Yeah, it did. It deflected in front. Then Young had a reflex and made a pad save as Mike Wright gets the puck knocked off his stick, but here Caleb Moser, great job on the back check. Breaks up that opportunity. And here's Wright again. Mike Wright, inside, outside on one. Plays onside. Wright looks to feed to the slot for Mike Kelly. Good skate in the lane. Kelly turns around, looks for the slap shot. Doesn't get everything on that, but sticks with the play. Takes a shot from an angle, and there's Young again. Tight on his near post. Makes the save as Young has been the best lock monster so far. He has been tested early and often, passing every single one of them.
2 different plays on that shift I want to point out. Really savvy defensive plays, and something that I know the Heroes were working on in practice this week, the technique of angling. Instead of dropping backwards and trying to face a rush coming towards you, to try to go sideways, laterally, east to west, and angle off the player. You saw it done there twice in that shift. Mike Wright and Caleb Moser doing it perfectly to cut off those transition plays.
Jaeger's got an angle on Kraft, but she does a nice job with the long reach to force a shot from the outside before Jaeger could make his move to the power.
And you noted that there, the goalie change, Alana Kraft in net now.
Here is Kevin O'Connor. And good defense right there, but it's going to be Hasek's Heroes keeping the play alive. As we do have a goalie change as Brooke Heigl is in net now. Are we going to see Gabriel Mason playing center now in the second period?
Yeah, Gabe went back to the locker room to put his regular equipment on. This was actually something that the coaching staff was prepared for, the possibility that Brooke would be a little bit late in arriving to today's game. She's gotten here about a little bit more than halfway through the first period. So the coaching staff realizes that they have a really valuable weapon as a forward.
He's a coach's dream, Aaron. He plays every single position, including goal, and he does it well.
So Gabe's going to go put on his regular skaters equipment and then join the forwards again and try to help his team charge back here in this one, down 2-0 to Lockport here in the first period.
I don't think the Hasek Heroes forwards are going to be that upset about Gabe Mason joining their ranks here, as it has not been a bad period for Hasek at all. They're running into the problem they caused last week as they run into a hot goalie. That's going to be a long play there, but Alana Kraft gets her stick on, and she's got to move as there's pressure coming down on her in the form of Jaeger. Kraft all the way down into her own end, overskates the puck, and Jaeger gains possession, but a really nice defensive play right there to keep the play alive here for Hasek as O'Connor's behind the defense if they see him. Oh, and the play was offsides as O'Connor was open, but he didn't get the pass in time, and yep, O'Connor wanted that puck, so that's something you want to see here. Hasek Heroes, they're getting players behind the defense. You got to think that they're going to be maybe instructing the puck carriers to look up for that long pass going forward.
Yeah, just a situation there where Nahan Howell carrying it up the far side, had a defender right on him, so maybe not the opportunity to get that look-up ice to see O'Connor cutting through the middle of the neutral zone. I'm sure that's something that the coaching staff will pass along as a note to keep an eye on for the rest of the game.
Play in the neutral zone right here as Caleb Moser and Maverick Kelly are going to head back into the zone. Moser gets there ahead of just about everybody. Wings it all the way around, a little far ahead of Maverick Kelly, and then Phipps Jr., nice play at the point to keep it alive. Maverick Kelly looks to jump up from his D position right here. Oh, and Simzak gets in his vacant D spot, and Simzak's looking to create a shot, and Heigl makes the save on her first test of the game. And then another deflection in front as the Lock Monsters, are looking to really, really take control of this game here, but now here comes Moser. Here's Caleb Mosier. He's got the angle again. Mosier on his backhand. He's got Kelly with him. Gets to the forehand. Blocker save there by Young. Young holding his ground absolutely flawlessly here in this first period again. As there's Maverick Kelly on the back check. Keeps the play alive for the Heroes.
3 or 4 saves already by Young here in this first period, keeping this the 2-0 game.
Puck's in the feet right there. Dangerous pass, but it worked out, and this could be a really nice breakout here for the Lock Monsters. Oh, great stick there by Mosher. He was one stride away from being gone, but Mosher with the stick check. There's a rebound. Oh, if the forward was on his forehand right there, that might be a goal.
You see it again there, though. Caleb Mosier with that angling play, surfing him towards the boards and having the angle played perfectly to get the puck off his stick. I know that there's a proud coach on the bench right now. Head coach Joe Lotempio was talking about that was something they worked on this week. Seeing it happen in practice is one thing. Seeing it happen in a game is another thing, especially when you're talking about the 10U level, because that's something that I know a lot of players struggle with through bantams, midgets into college as well.
That he looked like he was beaten, but Mosher did a nice job turning his hips and neatly just on blade checking the puck off the stick, and prevents another great scoring chance. As this broadcast is also brought to you by Pup Styled by Jesse, voted a best of 716 pet groomer for 2022 and 23. Pup Styled by Jesse on Main Street in Clarence will give your dog the service it's looking for. Looking forward to its next visit. Alana Kraft, she has been logging similar minutes to her counterpart, number 25 in the Buffalo Sabres. Seems like she's been out there every other shift and is doing a great job in her own end. As we are down to 30 seconds to go, and let's see if Hasek can create a breakout here. Mike Kelly gets around one. If they get the puck up ice, they got numbers. Here comes Kelly. Kelly and Wright. Over the line they go. Kelly, the move at the end. Drew Wright off sides, and he knows it. One move too many by Mike Kelly, and it drew the play off sides, but here's what you want to take. This line is able to get out into transition, and they definitely need to hammer that. Just make sure you save your sick dangle for when you're over the blue line.
Something that you see at every level of the game, that
even
extra
the highest
move
level
before the blue line. Coaches get frustrated by it, but it'll never go away. That's something that's never going to leave the game, because defenders are trying to draw you into that no matter what level you're talking about, making that extra move at the blue line.
Not only that, when you pull the move off, it feels pretty good. Mike Wright, though, on the forecheck. He's got 13 to go. Wright swings it around the boards. Mike Kelly's going to look to chase it down. This puck at the blue line. Kelly keeps it alive for now. Keeps it alive again. We're down to 3 seconds, 2 and 1, as that is going to do it here for this first period, as it was a good, strong period in terms of possession by Hasek, but they got stonewalled, and the Lock Monsters are going to take a lead of 2-0 into the first intermission, as this intermission report is brought to you by Envious Gameware, designers of high-end custom hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel. Visit enviousgameware.com to give your team a look to be envious of.
First intermission here from Bud Bakewell Ice Rink, Riverside Park, just north of downtown Buffalo. 2-0 is the lead for the Lockport Lock Monsters. I'm going to step away here for a brief moment. We'll be back with second period play on the Nickel City Hockey Network.
I created Buffalo Golf and Social for one reason: to create a space that's different and unique from any other golf facility you've ever been to. It's a place to learn, and it's a place to enjoy. You ready?
And welcome back to Bud Bakewell Ice Rink here in Buffalo, New York, as we are ready for second period play, as Kevin O'Connor Jr. and Simzak lean in to take the face-off. Thank you very much again for joining us here on Nickel City Hockey Network. I am Sean McHugh, joined on the call by color commentator and producer Aaron Alpern, camera operator Destiny Kozner, as the second period is underway, as Danner is going to look to gain the line. Sends the puck in deep, and Aubrey Simonik has some pressure on her, but she does a nice job of maintaining her position. And Kevin O'Connor Jr. is going to look to skate it out here. Nice chip play by O'Connor, and Mallory McDonald's going to get an opportunity in alone. Mallory McDonald takes the shot, saved by Young. Great breakout to start the period by Hasek's Heroes.
That's the type of shot they're looking for. Mallory got a lot on that one. Great save by Young.
Kevin O'Connor Jr. working to keep the play alive. Play is in the neutral zone right here. And it's Simzak that gathers the puck in the neutral zone. Simzak one-on-one with Maverick Kelly. Simzak inside, outside, and Maverick Kelly with a great defensive play. Follow-up shot there deflected, and Heigl gets the pads over there and makes the save.
Two good defensive plays, first by Kelly, and then Heigl readjusting on that deflected shot to get over and make the pad stop. Kelly again with a great play here.
Oh, Maverick Kelly chips it ahead of him. Let's see if he can get by the defender. Kelly, he's got the speed. He's in alone. Kelly takes a shot. Oh, and he fanned on it at the last second. And Young, though, those fan shots that head towards the 5-hole can sneak through you. Just ask Vesa Toskala all about that. And Young, with his wits about him, keeps the paddle down and makes another great save as he continues his flawless outing this afternoon as the Lock Monsters maintain a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, just watching this Lockport team warm up here, getting on the ice, I kind of had a feeling that Declan Young was going to be a goaltender to keep an eye on. Just the
really
laps that he was taking around his zone. When you see somebody that skates that well, it's no surprise that they're able to play the position like that. Another great save there with the glove.
At 10U, you don't often see goalies brave enough to get on high on the blue paint like that to challenge a shot. They did, and the thing is, if Declan Young was back in his crease, that puck might hit something and bounce, so he was really smart, very aggressive on top of the blue paint, and also smart enough to control the rebound. There's Mike Wright. There's a beautiful play there by Hasek's Heroes. As great as Declan Young has been playing, that's a big shot from a big-time player as the face-off play finds its way to the slot. Mike Wright turns around and slams it home, and Hasek's Heroes is on the board, cuts the lead in half as the leading goal scorer, Mike Wright, gets the Heroes on the board, 2-1.
Great play at the point to get it towards the front of the net. The face-off one cleanly back to Mosier. Got it to right in the mid-slot, and the quick turnaround shot perfectly placed, exactly in that same spot that the second Lockport goal was scored, banking in and off the near post and in.
Heads up, Kevin O'Connor Sr.
Incoming fire there, friendly fire into the Hasek's Heroes bench. That's not a way to get yourself any extra ice time.
And look at the beauty, Kevin O'Connor Sr. down to the end of the bench, the father of Hasek's Heroes stud, Kevin O'Connor Jr., one of the better players in Western New York, one of the better coaches, and a great dude as well, as we are now getting a face-off here with Mike Wright, as we do have too many men on the ice, as Caleb Moser, we know he loves hockey, but maybe a little too eager to get his next shift underway.
He's trying to extend that first one.
He's playing great today, but look at this, as Coach Latempio is going to keep the big guns out there to try and replicate this, as with 10:30 to go here in the second, Hasek's Heroes is looking to maintain possession. Ooh, miscommunication. And Heigl, or I don't know if that hit Heigl or the defender, but either way, the puck found its way wide of the net, and Hasek's, nice breakout play to Wright. Oh, and he's got the defender turn around. Here comes Mike Wright. Mike Wright, inside, outside, looking for the crossover play with Kelly. Wright, nice defensive play to knock the puck off the big man's stick as he was going to either take his shot or make the pass. But first on the forecheck again is Wright. Oh, but here again, the problem's been plaguing the Heroes. Here's Mike Wright. Coming back, and look at this. Mike Wright, great defense. First man back, creates the defensive play, and Hasek is going to look to break it out here, as here's O'Sullivan.
Wright using that long stride to negate that breakaway attempt. Really good play to make sure, not only with the hustle to get back there, but to get the stick play properly done there to get the stick lift and then take it away. Unable to get it up ice after that, though. Heigl making a stop to keep this one a 2-1 game. Like I said in the first period, Sean, this one's going to be one of those great games. Wire to wire is going to be a one to keep an eye on. This could come down to the last few minutes of this game.
Sign me all the way up for that, as we're getting a line change here for Hasek's Heroes, as the faceoff is coming up to the left of Brooke Heigl. Puck is dropped, looking for a quick shot off the play. That goes wide. Aubrey Simonik gets it from Maverick Kelly, and here he comes. Maverick Kelly's got all kinds of room, and here he comes. Maverick Kelly Third time's a charm. In alone, down the slot, takes the shot, and he scores! You give Maverick Kelly that many opportunities, he's going to burn you. And that time, he got everything on the shot. Bar, blocker, post, and Hasek Heroes takes the lead. And there it is, the Maverick Kelly celebration. And this time, he kept it in front of his own bench.
Maverick Kelly makes it a 2-2 hockey game, and it almost looked like he looked off the goaltender glove side and then went blocker side with that shot. I don't know if there was a little subtle fake there as well. Was
he old enough to watch a Lashkota League?
Well,
because that's what that move looked like, minus the backhand.
Wherever he learned that one, certainly keep that one in the arsenal.
Don't
because
ever
that was
unlearn
perfect.
that play.
Absolutely.
Don't ever unlearn that play.
I don't know if he caught me on the fake there, but
and there's Kelly again on defense. And look at the smarts. He jumps over to get in the passing lane. Maverick Kelly doing it in both ends of the ice. I'm not going to try to coach speak anybody here, Coach Alpern, but to see Kelly know, instead of trying to go on the outside, he jumped inside on the 2-on-1 to take away the pass. And let's see if he can split him again. Oh, Lockport's had enough of him with that, and they get two guys on Maverick Kelly, and they're going to try to make somebody else skate the puck out. Oh, Kelly's cheating up ice, though, and he still finds a way to get the puck.
Yeah, that defensive play by Kelly a moment ago, what I liked the most about that was the fact that he made the first play and then stuck with the play, because it's one thing to create a loose puck.
Oh, then he reverse hit somebody.
As I was saying, one thing to create a loose puck, somebody's got to go get that loose puck, and he did that there. So not just being satisfied with the first play, making sure the second play was made as it barely comes into the neutral zone, and we have an offsides on the Lock Monsters here. It's a battle coming that we expected.
These teams
looking
are
at the
playing
records
hard right now. I mean, this isn't dirty. No one's hitting, but like these kids are not afraid of each other, and they are going into the corners and battling. This has been a great hockey game. At almost the halfway point right here is now we're going to have, there he is, and Gabriel Mason getting his first shifted forward. Let's see what kind of a difference he can make, as guess who the first player to the puck is going to be. Here's Gabe Mason. He is quick, and Mason, look at this. Mason creating the puck down low, creating a scoring opportunity. Mason takes the shot and hits his own guy in front of the net. As no surprise here, Gabriel Mason comes out to a center position and just starts wreaking havoc in the offensive zone immediately.
It's a hockey player possessed right there.
Swiss Army knife. Gabriel Mason starts the game in goal, puts his gear on, plays center, and off his first shift creates two scoring opportunities. Aaron, I think there's going to be a letter on this young man's chest in the very near future as he ascends through the ranks in hockey.
Yeah, we've been impressed with not only his efforts in net, but as a center and just on both ends of the ice. Yeah, he is a 100% a hockey player. Doesn't matter what you ask him to do. He's going to be eager to go and do it.
During the celebration a couple weeks ago, all the kids were leaving or hanging out, getting pizza. Gabe Mason sitting on the wall, shooting pucks at it, testing his reflexes. I mean,
he's a rink rat.
He's hockey obsessed.
He's the first one here at the rink when I get here in the mornings, and he's probably going to be the last one of his teammates to leave the rink after this game's over.
Show me a 10-year-old kid that gets to the rink before the coaches do.
It's Gabe Mason.
I never did. And I got the coach's award twice.
You didn't have Gabe Mason on your team.
That's why. Didn't. Well, my team would have been unstoppable if we had Gabe Mason.
Oh, here he is covering on defense.
Yep, here he is. Yep. Gabe Mason taking it response. Here's Mason again. Mason.
Great shift.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm
almost
glad they
did.
I'm glad they didn't, but you could have seen an arm go up right there. As O'Connor's feeding off it too, as this is just an absolute energy shift right here from this line. Mason to Kraft. Nice feed. He can dish too. As Nahan Howell's going to win the race to this puck. Good support there from Alana Kraft as O'Connor looks to fire one from the long edge. And the big Kevin O'Connor is going to skate into the corner for the puck.
The only time that this shift has been in the neutral zone was on the faceoff.
Until now is here. Here they come. Gabe Mason, though, is Mason going to get right back first. Oh, but Yeager gets to it first. Yeager takes a shot, and Brooke Heigl to the rescue, made the save. Sorry about that, Aaron. I heard cheering and couldn't see the puck. And at these 10U games, there's really no designation where the fans sit. At this North Buffalo rink, you kind of go wherever there's room. But either way, Brooke Heigl picking up where she left off in her last start, coming to the rescue. But again, Aaron, we keep talking about Gabe Mason because every time the puck is somewhere, you see number 11 not too far away.
Yeah, another play there defensively, in this case at the end of his shift, making sure he did everything he could to disrupt that rush up the ice for Lockport. Great save by Brooke Heigl to get over there, make the right pad save. Kind of snuck through, but then she turned around and fell back on it, making sure she got it covered up. Really good performance, and she came into this game a little bit late into the action, but she's been perfect ever since coming in.
Oh, good play. Good save there by Mike Kelly. He lost the puck, and right before there was a shot coming, he turned around and just laid out to make sure nothing could get on net. And then Kelly using the body to create a breakout. Oh, but a nice pinch there by Lockport. And Chevalier's got to get back because the Lockport's got numbers. Oh, it's a quick shot. And Heigl on a bouncing knuckle puck is able to not only make the save, but she covers to make sure there's no rebound as there were Lock Monster players circling the net looking for back in some garbage here, as this broadcast is brought to you by Buffalo Golf and Social, Western New York's premier indoor golf facility with lessons, simulators, and leagues, and locations in downtown Buffalo and Orchard Park, New York. Book your next event at Buffalo Golf and Social.
About 5.5 to go here in the second period, a 2-2 hockey game. The scene is certainly set for a dramatic second half of this one, Sean.
Absolutely. We've had opportunities, goaltending, defense, great plays. This is a great hockey game so far, as Mike Kelly's going to wind it up behind his own net.
Love to see two evenly matched teams going head-to-head and getting that competitive level up, because both teams are really battling in this one. They definitely want that double.
Here's Kelly, man down. Kelly down the wing. Shot. Saved by Young. Rebound. What a play by Simzak. Mike Kelly had a tap in, and Simzak knocked it off him at the last second. But hold on here. Young is holding his arm. We don't want to see this, as Young is in a little discomfort right here. As all the players showing sportsmanship and dropping to their knee, they are calling for the training staff here, as we are going to step away from the 412 Communications broadcast booth, and we'll be right back after this.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
People ask, what is Buffalo Golf and Social? Buffalo Golf and Social is anything you want it to be. It can be the best instruction. It can be a vibe. It can be a hangout with your friends, renting a simulator for 4 hours, playing your own playlist, and putting a game up on the TV. We are about everything and anything pertaining to golf. And most importantly, we are trying to build a community of players and a community of people who love and are dedicated to the game.
And welcome back to Bud Bakewell Ice Rink here in Buffalo, New York. The good news is Declan Young is up and remained in the goal crease. And we're going to continue play here, as although you want to feel the joy of winning, learn the lessons from losing. The one thing is everybody wants to come out here healthy and having fun, and we do get that opportunity as Lockport gets the puck down low, and Mike Kelly's going to look to break it out again. Here's Maverick Kelly on his backhand. Did not see Danner there. Danner's walking in and takes a shot that is fired wide of the far post. Oh, big rebound in front there. And Aubrey Simonik heads up defensive play, closes down the short side. Here comes Mike Kelly. Phipps Jr. knows that there's trouble coming and retreats. Kelly coming in one-on-one. Kelly on the backhand takes a shot, and Young seems to be just fine as he makes a nice save on Kelly. As Mike Wright, as he could have 3 or 4 goals today, but he has been stonewalled by Declan Young again, as Mike Wright, his line, I got to get him in his line, made Mike Kelly confused often. Another great opportunity, and I expect to see a lot more of that line than we're already seeing, because they are driving offense like at will.
It's easy to prepare yourself for the getting Maverick Kelly and Mike Kelly separated. It's when you have the two, you could switch the mics.
There's too many M's.
Too many really talented hockey players that you could confuse.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yes. It's a great problem to have. Too much talent and skill, though.
There's another player to keep an eye on, Engler.
Yes, here he comes. Engler wearing probably the penultimate Buffalo hockey number, 88, for hockey players on the ice and only on the ice. As another good play, as let's see if Mallory McDonald can run this down as Hutchinson, though, great job getting back. Quickly sends it through. This could be a breakout for the Lock Monsters, but a good heads-up play by Alana Kraft gets it to neutral ice. Mallory McDonald, she's on her forehand. She's got some room here. Mallory McDonald on her forehand, takes a shot. Ooh, looks for the far post. She had it just wide. I love the idea right there. Just wide on a nice play by McDonald, as she's going to be the first one back on the blue line. Doesn't keep it in, but does prevent the breakout, as Caleb Mosher is going to chip it back into Lockport territory, where it's quickly sent back out to neutral ice. Back to Mosher. Oh, good bounce for Mosher, and he's in alone. Mosher on his forehand. Oh, he juggles it. Oh, what a poke check by Declan Young, as Mosher was heading to the backhand, and Declan Young knocks the puck off his stick. As, my goodness, Declan Young, what a performance in goal by this young man today.
Especially after getting shaken up a couple of moments ago, making a save on the breakaway there. Mosher got it a little bit too out in front of him to make the move that he had in mind, and Young, wasting no time, took advantage of that opportunity. Great play on both sides. Mosher making two great plays in the neutral zone to spring himself on that breakaway, and then Young shutting the door and making that stop.
Englert looks to get it out, but he puts it right on the stick of a Hasek Heroes player. But good team defense prevents the shot to find its way to the net. 4 Lock Monsters on the wall. They are going to accomplish the goal as they're going to clear it, as Mosher waits for his teammates to get on sides. They're still not on sides as the puck is bouncing, as they got to get back, but Karolounis and Hutchinson in a race for it. Karolounis gets there first. Hutchinson hits the deck. Mosher, he's in trouble. He needs some support right there, but he doesn't know. Oh, what a pass! Reverse backhand, and Karolounis is sprung. Liam Karolounis down the wing, looking to feed it, but great defense by Lockport to get back, as Karolounis on an unbelievable no-look pass from Mosher. Then he's going to shoot from the point. Ooh, looking for the tip play just wide of the intended target.
Mosher's having a great shift here, great game in total. He is all over the place here in the neutral zone and in the offensive zone for his team.
Kraft gets it in front to Karolounis with a shot, doesn't get through. Kraft looking to maintain the offense down low. Puck stays below the Lockport goal line, which is exactly where you want it if you're the Heroes. Mosher looks to keep it in. He slows it down as Alana Kraft needs to head back into her own end. Kraft, dangerous pass, but it is no worse for wear, as Hasek's Heroes is going to maintain possession for now. That's going to work, as Alana Kraft is going to lead the breakout rush. She's got numbers. Here comes Alana Kraft, as she's got Englert on her. Kraft on her backhand, shields the puck, but Englert does a nice job of forcing the puck carrier to the outside. But Caleb Mosher is going to get the puck in a good spot. Mosher from the half wall looks to feed the slot, but Simzak read that beautifully and is going to look to counter. But Mosher again sends it down low. Puck sitting there for Kraft. On the backhand she goes. Alana Kraft looks to spin it around, doesn't get the shot off, but she's maintaining possession. Kraft finds a way to dislodge the puck from the down Lock Monster, swings it around down below the goal line as Mosher's going to race for it to the blue line. He's going to win that race and send the puck down low, causing a turnover. Mosher on his forehand, on his backhand, power move, and Young again gets across. Caleb Mosher's literally throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Declan Young, and Declan Young continues to have an answer. This is unbelievable pressure right here by Hasek's Heroes, as again, Kraft takes a shot and Young makes the save. Lockport.
Nice keep.
So far, then they're finally going to get out of their zone here. And let's see what can come of this. They got numbers, but Alana Kraft is ahead of the pack here. Tough pass, but nothing happened there for Lockport. As here comes Hasek's again. They might get a chance to break out here if they can dislodge this puck. Good defensive awareness there by Englert, though, to make sure he got back behind the play in case that puck squirted free. Kraft playing as many minutes as a goaltender, it feels like today. Another good defensive play. That pass gets through 3 sets of feet, but the aforementioned Kraft makes the final play. And here's Mason. Gabriel Mason. He's got to step on everybody. Gabe Mason down the weak side, takes the shot. Great defense there to get in Mason's way to force the shot wide. Alana Kraft, again, as this period comes to an end, as Hasek cranked up the pressure in that second period. But Lockport's got the answer in Declan Young, as he's making every save he's asked to, as we're going to take a tie game here into period 3, which is exactly the way we want it.
2-0 Lockport after the first. Hasek gets 2 in the second period, and this is the instant classic we talked about shaping up in the first period. We have 15 minutes to go here from the Bud Bakewell Ice Rink. Should be a great finish here on the Nickel City Hockey Network. We're going to step away here for a moment. Be back with the third period in just a few minutes.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
I created Buffalo Golf and Social for one reason: to create a space that's different and unique from any other golf facility you've ever been to. It's a place to learn, and it's a place to enjoy. You ready?
And welcome back to Bud Bakewell Ice Rink, as we are going to hop right back into action here live from the 412 Communications broadcast booth. 412 Communications, your new gold standard for digital media solutions. Chevalier has the puck in the own defensive zone. He's got Mason behind the defense, but he couldn't get the pass to him. But he does a nice job. Oh, there's Mason again. Here's Gabriel Mason. He's got a step, but he's got back pressure on him. Mason into the slot forward and takes a shot, and he scores! Aaron, I'm doing this. Gabriel Mason, top shelf where Mama hides the cookies, and it's 3-2 Hasek's Heroes as the rink rat puts the Heroes on top 25 seconds into the third.
Not going to say I was thinking it going into this third period, but the thought did cross my mind that it wouldn't surprise me if number 11 got the go-ahead goal here in this one. There's still a lot of work left to do here in this one, but no surprise to see Mason getting the go-ahead goal and using the speed to get away from that back pressure.
And
because
what a shot!
There was two different Lockport players that were pressuring him and closing that gap, but he pulled away and got a perfect shot off.
And he dusted it, too. He didn't just snap it. He picked his spot there. That was impressive. I mean, that's the kind of shot you need to beat Declan Young, and that's what it took. And now Lockport going to look to counter. And guess who is wreaking havoc at the blue line, as Mason is the first man back with Chevalier. Nahan Howell, though, great job on the back check, dislodges his man from the puck. That was a really heads-up play there by Engler to kind of drop his leg over the puck so O'Connor couldn't scoop it away and go in on the breakaway. Chevalier, great heads-up play there to clear that puck to center ice. Not going to get an offensive opportunity, but at this point with a lead, you're totally fine with pucks going to center ice. But they got to get back. This is what got them in the first period. Hasek has to take care of their own end as Chevalier looks to send one through. Holsinger drops it back for Dauntz. Man, all the way alone in front of the net as Brooke Heigl heads up, dives on the puck right there, coming to the rescue as Hutchinson snuck behind the Hasek Heroes breakout. Got an opportunity, but Brooke Heigl drops that paddle down and keeps it a 3-2 Hasek's lead, as this broadcast is brought to you by Buffalo Golf and Social, Western New York's premier indoor golf facility with locations downtown and in Orchard Park, New York. Book your next event at Buffalo Golf and Social.
A lot of credit to this Lockport team here. They have been forced to play a lot of defense during the course of the action here.
With a short bench.
But they have not only done a great job of defending their own zone and helping out their goaltender, Declan Young, they've really taken advantage of some of the opportunities that have come along. Whenever there's been a chance, they have gotten good scoring opportunities.
Here comes transition right here, though. Maverick Kelly. Inside, outside on Englert. He's got him beat. Kelly with a shot. Oh, my goodness! Maverick Kelly, bar down from the far side. A 10-year-old is not supposed to be able to do that on command, and Maverick Kelly has done it for the third game in a row. What an absolute rocket from number 37 for a second of the game. 4-2 Hasek's Heroes. Aaron, how do you top that?
Well, I don't know. You could have a defender completely draped on your back when you shoot the puck. I mean, he had a guy about as close as you could get with a stick on stick there trying to defend that shot. Kelly just overpowering the defense there and getting not only the shot away, but tucking it up under the bar to make it a 4-2 game.
Aaron, when we play hockey, that is the play that gets the entire bench up, pumping the boards. Like, that was... Aaron, we got to send that video somewhere. That was nuts, that shot.
That's a highlight to certainly keep the hold up. This one might be another one.
Mike Wright wants in on the action. Oh, but Declan Young is not going to be phased as he continues to play hard in his crease, as now Lockport for the first time has a hill to climb, but they have time to climb it as they're going to look to create transition. But look at this. There is a commitment to defense now as Aubrey Simonik sends the puck through the neutral zone. Engler's going to send it back, and here's the hot stick right here, Maverick Kelly. Kelly, cross ice, it goes to Mike Kelly. Mike Kelly looking to skate it out. This is going to be a breakout. Mike Kelly with Maverick Kelly. Here they come. Kelly. How did he get that shot off? I have no idea, and a great save there by Declan Young. Kelly behind the net, looks to feed it in front. Declan Young holds the post. Oh, but Hasek is swarming now. There is some pep in these kids' step right now, but the puck is taken off Maverick Kelly's stick. Let's see. Here's a race as Maverick Kelly with a little shove in the back. Great defense by Kelly. Might have gotten away with one there, but we're going to play on here as Kelly doing a great job back checking. And Mike Kelly, he's got some room. Mike Kelly, Mike Wright, and Maverick Kelly. Can you think of a better trio coming in? Mike Wright coming in, takes a shot, and he scores! Mike Kelly's been wanting to do that all game as Kelly just works his way through 3 D-men as they're taking the selfie statue right here, heading to the bench, as now the Avalanche is flooding, as it's now a 5-2 Hasek Heroes lead. They are taking this game by force now, Aaron.
It was maybe the situation where Lockport was holding Hasek's back and keeping them from really breaking through. Young has been phenomenal throughout this game, and it's been perfectly placed shots here in this third period. That's what it's taken to beat him. But Hasek's really putting the pedal to the metal here, the full 200-foot game to give him this 3-goal lead here in the third.
Icing waved off as the puck heads into the Lockport defensive zone, as Phipps Jr. will do a nice job to chip it up to the half wall, and the Lock Monsters are going to look to start the breakout. Alana Kraft has it in her feet. Nice recovery by Alana Kraft as she prevents the breakout initially, but we do have a penalty on the play, so there was a trip on the play, as this is what Lockport needs. Maybe some time on the power play. Unfortunately, this is a penalty kill that likes to drive offense, so let's see what this goes here, as this penalty kill is brought to you by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker. To buy, sell, or lease any office, industrial, retail, or investment property, trust the unparalleled knowledge and experience of Militello Realty. This third period is also brought to you by the Battaglia Marciano Agency, an independent agent for auto, homeowners, business, and life insurance, providing peace of mind for Western New Yorkers for over 35 years.
Big opportunity here for Lockport. They need to take advantage of this power play.
And duly noted, as all 3 Lock Monsters forwards head to the front of the net. But it's going to be Caleb Mosher's going to look to skate it out, and he's going to. Mosher, he's got him too. Caleb Mosher down the wing. He can go to his forehand if he wants to. Mosher cutting to the slot.
Glove save.
No, he did. Yes, glove save. I heard the goal horn. I couldn't tell if the ref was pointing at the net or to the dot. Either way, great play by Mosher to skate the puck straight out of his zone, and Declan Young allowed 3 this period. Aaron, I don't think a single person who's ever watched hockey will blame him for a single goal that got by him today. But Declan Young continuing to play hard for his team to try to keep them in it with 1:10 to go here in the Lock Monsters power play. Puck is sent all the way down the ice. This will not make it far for icing, but Landers has a step. Landers is going to head in there. He's going to look to take a shot from the angle. It rolls on him just a little bit, but he's going to initially keep the play down low until he loses an edge, and Hasek Heroes maintains possession. I think Lockport's had enough of Caleb Mosher skating all the way through their breakout, as they had 2 on him, as we do have a down Lockport Lock Monster here, tough to see what happened there.
Yeah, players got tangled up there in the corner. Good to see the Lockport player getting back to...
Just a little shaken up, all good.
Back up to the skates, ready to head back to the bench for a line change. Coach coming over to make sure.
Good to see, because the one thing you don't want under any circumstance, even the slightest injury. And we've had to hold our breath a couple times today, but so far so good, as this face-off is going to head out into neutral ice, as this broadcast is brought to you by Pup Styled by Jesse, with one-on-one grooming services that'll have your dog looking forward to its next visit. Voted a Best of 716 Pet Groomer for 2022 and 2023. Visit Pup Styled by Jesse on Main Street in Clarence, just east of Transit Road.
about halfway through the power play, so the little injury stoppage ends up giving Lockport a chance to get their second unit out.
See you later, dude. Here's Maverick Kelly again. Kelly behind him. Kelly. Oh, he tried to go back to the well. This time it jumped on him, but Kelly either really likes the sound the bar makes or he really doesn't like that crossbar because he is attacking that thing every chance he gets.
Waits just a half a second longer, and that thing's tucked up under the bar in the top part of the net.
Again. Kelly, though, just all over the ice right here. Kelly and Mason, what do you do here with these two guys that just don't ever – they're like the Energizer Bunny. They just go. And look, the two players first back on the back check, but Kelly's got to play defense here. And he does. Kelly with a good stick here. And then here comes the reinforcements for Hasek. Says everybody back in the defensive zone as Kelly puts a move on one D-man, gets the puck out to the blue line as we're back at even strength here for Hasek. Says Engler keeping it in at the line. Engler seeing eye shot, though. Maverick Kelly reads it. And Kelly's going to look to wind it up.
Great instinct play there to retreat behind the net.
Lockport knows it's coming, and they still can't stop him as here comes Maverick Kelly again. Maverick Kelly's got the defender turned around. Kelly, there's a shot again, and he scores! There's the trifecta for Maverick Kelly as he skates through everybody. What's he got for us here for the celebration?
Understated.
I'm not sure what that was, but I'm sure the players do as Maverick Kelly's got 3. And with 9:30 to go here in the third period, it's a 6-2 Hasek Heroes lead.
They finished killing off the penalty, and Maverick Kelly was a big part of that penalty kill. At the end of it, he calmly picks up the loose puck in front of the net. As I mentioned there, he has the instinct to go to where he has safety behind the net, and then he goes up the far side with a ton of speed.
Here's Mike Wright. Mike Wright down the side. He takes a shot, and he scores. Mike Wright trying to get in on the action. Mike Wright doing the duck hunt celebration. I think that's what they're going to call that, as it's now a 7-2 Hasek Heroes lead as Mike Wright, the self-proclaimed elite goal scorer, but you know what? Not a lie was told as he's got his second of the game, as it's now 7-2 Hasek Heroes, as yes, they have taken this third period by force, so they put up a 5 spot, and there's still 9:18 to go here in the third.
Gives you an idea of what the amount of offensive firepower is in this Hasek Heroes lineup. It can come from a bunch of different spots, too. Really puts a lot of pressure on the opposing team's defense because you can't just key on one player. You can't just key on Mike Wright or Mike Kelly or Maverick Kelly or Caleb Mosier. There is pretty much players up and down the lineup that you have to keep an eye on, and that's exactly what makes a great hockey team.
That our team, every single player on this team has a skill that can hurt the opponent. What a pass and a goal! My goodness! Mike Kelly to Mike Wright, the Mike connection. Cross-ice pass, then a one-timer. And it's 8-2 Hasek Heroes. My Lord. The Heroes are just bringing out the playmaking today. And now, the coaching staff, they are going to run the clock now as Hasek Heroes just comes out and just starts landing every pass. Everything's going right now for Hasek Heroes. Now it's a matter of, and I know for a fact, Coach Joel Tempio and Kevin O'Connor are going to hammer this point, sportsmanship, Aaron. Mm-hmm. Have fun. We are not in the business of telling these kids not to have fun, but just know I'm not going to lecture anybody here. Coach Latempio, Coach O'Connor, and this great coaching staff at Hasek Heroes 100% will have this under control. There's nothing that's out of control. Not that I'm saying that. Just sportsmanship is going to be important. I can promise you this coaching staff is going to be on that.
Well, it's not just teaching the on-ice skills of the game, but it's some of the off-ice sportsmanship of the game. That's a big part of what's being done here at the 10U level, is teaching the full aspect of the sport of hockey. And while it's easy to get excited about scoring goals, there's a point in a game where you kind of have to check yourself and go, all right, we got to make sure that we're not trying to embarrass the other team. We're trying to show them up. So
they're trying to have fun too.
But that's what you have an experienced coaching staff for, to teach those lessons that
this is an
that hockey
staff.
Players need to learn at a young age. And it's good that and you can see that conversation happening on the bench right now with Coach Latempio and Coach O'Connor, making sure their players know that there's a proper way to win a hockey.
And they still have to play correctly, because this is not something Coach O'Connor wants to see, as here comes Lockport. And good defense there by Chevaliers. The shot doesn't get on, but there will actually not good defense. There will be a penalty. And that's a good defensive play there by Wojo, as there was an open net. So now we're going to see this penalty kill for Hasek Heroes.
I think Chevalier made the play properly. Oh, it's going to be a penalty shot as well. The player was behind Chevalier, and he made the initial play with the stick. The initial tie-up was probably enough.
It's the finish.
Keeping the stick there and extending that hook, that's exactly what ended up drawing this penalty shot.
And we're going to see a penalty shot right here, which is the most exciting play in hockey when it happens in regulation. I will spare you my rant about what I think of shootouts.
I agree with you on that subject.
As this is exciting. Brooke Heigl gets to face her first shoot.
Charlie Dunce, I believe, is taking the penalty shot here.
Here comes Charlie Dunce over the line. Heigl on top of the blue painted challenge. Dunce takes the shot. Heigl makes the save. Dunce got a lot on that shot. He had his spot picked, but Heigl got there first. What a save as Brooke Heigl. Look at this. All the heroes congratulating their goaltender. As that can't be overstated, although they give her goal support I think Devin Levi would dream about, which even we got it last game. She makes the saves. When the games are close, she makes the saves. I mean, she came in down 2-0 and kept it before this explosion on offense happened.
That's pretty textbook right there, and a very nicely placed shot without getting in the proper place to make that save.
Didn't move either.
That's just up over the pad and off the netting and perfect. But she drops into the butterfly and makes that pad save, keeps this one a 5-goal hockey game, and
she has been she's been. I'm not. You know what? We'll say this to the end of the game, but she has just been incredible since she got her first start last week, and you can just see the confidence. Like, she plays the position now. She challenges shooters. Like, Coach Latempio and Coach O'Connor have 3 really good goalies in this program. As we also need to mention Brody Simonik, how well he was playing in the beginning of the year, and then
internal competition.
And then when all else fails, one of your top centers can throw the pads on and keep a score down for you.
It's a good combination of things where you have the players pushing each other and also willing to pick each other up.
The encouragement these players always give each other over everything, a save, a goal, a pass. Coach Latempio, Coach O'Connor, and just this wonderful Hasek Heroes program just doing all the right things for youth hockey, as Mallory McDonald's going to get a break here. Good defense on the back check, but as a drop pass to Chevalier with a shot. That was a good idea, and it just goes wide as Wojo's going to head in here and send the puck into the dot. Lockport with Engler's going to look to break it out there, but Nahan Howell, great job at the point with some awareness there to keep the possession alive initially for Hasek. This puck will find its way out to center ice here, but there are 3 skaters in white back to make sure that there is no opportunity. I mean, this commitment to defense, I don't want to I don't want to sound backhand when talking about 10-year-olds, but that's a tough break there for Lockport as the play was offsides. I don't want to say just for 10-year-olds it sounds backhanded, but we noticed early in this game, Aaron, the one thing Hasek's Heroes might have been doing not great was both their defensemen would get caught pinching, leading to breakouts, and you are literally seeing the adjustments on the ice. There's always a defenseman behind the last player back, excuse me. So I think Coach Latempio and Coach O'Connor really drilled that point home. Defense first, leading to offense, and look what it's led to.
Yeah, those first 2 goals, or the 2 goals here in this game for Lockport, were both the result of maybe not marking players through the neutral zone in transition. And you saw it there on that play that you pointed out, Sean. 3 players back defensively to get to that loose puck in the neutral zone. Only 1 Lockport player there. So certainly hearing the lessons the coaches are telling them on the bench, make sure that you keep an eye on what's going on defensively. Don't be too focused on trying to get goals.
And then like they always say, Aaron, you grew up a defenseman. You coach defense at the college hockey level. They always say defense leads to offense, and it's no coincidence that as soon as Hasek's buttoned up that defense, the opportunities for scoring started coming in waves.
The lack of defense also leads to offense.
It does. As there's a chance in the slot right here as Charlie Dunce, the shooter, got a lot on that. Gabe Mason, he's behind everybody. Gabe Mason, look, my goodness, this kid can fly. Gabe Mason in alone, on the forehand, shoots, and a big save there.
Ooh, he almost got the rebound.
But he stuck with it and tried to stuff it into the short side.
He was below the goal line and still almost wrapped it around the post there.
Did somebody watch a little Jochen Hesch back in the day, Aaron?
He got to bank it off the goalie's back.
Have you ever seen a player better at doing that than Jochen Hesch?
No.
Karolounis takes a shot right there, and a nice defensive play and save. Combination over there by Lockport. Karolounis looking to feed it to the back post. The Evgeny Kuznetsov pass. There is a lot. as buttoned up as this Hashek's team seems to be, there is no lack of creativity in this roster.
No, they aren't afraid to try a pass, aren't afraid to try to go top shelf with the shots.
Hey, if you can do it, do it.
Spinning passes, the turnaround no looks, and
drop passes.
And the full complement of celebrations after the goals
There
as well.
are NHL teams that do not execute the drop pass as well as Hashek's does.
A little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Still want to make sure that things are all buttoned up for the end of the game here. This is a good test for team defense here to make sure you keep playing smartly.
Discipline.
Play with discipline after building up a lead.
Are you going to back off to keep that play alive, or are you going to try and jump up and get a goal here? Well, we're going to find out here as Alana Kraft is moving up to right wing now for the shift as she's playing with the Mikes. This might be a bit of a reward for how well she's played on defense as she gets out there with two of the top forwards on this team, as it's O'Sullivan, Kraft, Mosher, Mike Kelly, and Mike Wright. That's a line, Aaron.
It's a formidable combination of 5 hockey players right there.
Aaron, I don't think I'd want to be out there against them. I think they'd smoke me. Oh, Mike Wright, Johnny on the spot, but if he was a right-handed shot, he'd have 4. Mike Wright, from the seat of his pants, feeds it to the front of the net.
Good defense there to make sure there was no shot attempt.
But there's that creativity and just lack of fear of making a mistake. As Hashek's again keeping possession but doing it the right way, not forcing shots, passing and possessing. Mike Wright looks in front again, finds Alana Kraft, but again, Young, with a minute left in the game, still comes flying out on the blue paint to challenge. Continuing to play hard for his team as we're now inside 1:20 of the running clock to go, as this one is well in hand here. As this broadcast is brought to you by Envious Gameware, designers of high-end custom hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel. Visit EnviousMeWare.com to give your team the look to be envious of.
And this is a performance to be envious of here by the Hashek's Heroes squad, especially here in this third period. Really, the full team effort creating this lead here. And what was a game going into this period that was very much in doubt, 2-2 after the second period.
They had to battle back today. They had to face adversity. Yes, there's that word.
Facing adversity, but also doing things a little bit differently than maybe in some of the past wins. You've seen the passing really get ramped up here in this game. Passing and defense, a big part of this.
But Lockport's not going to go quietly into the night as Charlie Dawns gets an opportunity. But unfortunately, the puck jumped on him, and he really quickly thought he had to get a shot just to make sure, and that was the right play. But Brooke Heigl, absolutely fearless in that crease, on top of the blue paint again to make the save, as we're probably taking one last face-off, which is, for all intents and purposes, ceremonious, as Chevalier's going to gain it behind his net. But Lockport, continuing to play hard. Puck is going to get to the blue line. Is there one last shot coming from Yeager? There is not, as
one last bit of defense is what's there for Mallory McDonald.
Mallory McDonald continuing to play to the whistle as Hashek's Heroes back-to-back impressive wins. And Aaron, a second consecutive game where Brooke Heigl does not allow a goal.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Brooke Heigl give up a goal. Have you?
It's never happened.
She's been phenomenal coming in here a little bit late getting to the rink here today, as was part of something that was expected by the coaching staff. Gabe Mason got the start. Brooke got here, put on the pads, came in about 10 minutes into the first period.
Slammed the door shut, and as soon as she got into net, they got Gabe Mason out to forward, and then the offense and the team defense came, because this score doesn't happen without the team defense that they committed to after the first period.
Confidence coming from the back end here, Sean, and once you know that the goaltender is going to make all the saves that she needs to make, everybody else can play with that much more confidence and make the plays that the Hashek's Heroes forwards and defensemen made throughout this game. They were down 2-0 after one period of play, but they had a great second period to draw even and then slammed on the gas pedal here in the third.
Absolutely, as it is a 7-2 win for the Hashek's Heroes 10U Travel Squad, as they, with another impressive win, they improve to 5-3 on the season. That goal differential goes up, as they take another win. That is consecutive wins for the Heroes, and another impressive 3-zone performance, and just continuing to look forward to see how these kids develop as we continue our coverage of Hashek's Heroes 10U Hockey.
Certainly has been a pleasure to get to know this team so far and see them grow as they have. Certainly a game where you can see that growth, Sean, not only in some of the offensive creativity, the passing, definitely taking a step up, but a very strong defensive performance as well. Also dealing with a little bit of adversity. Falling down 2-0 here in this game, but not letting that bother them one bit. Stuck to the game plan perfectly and roared back to win 8-2.
Hasek Heroes winning a game in a coaching staff's dream scenario, coming back from behind, taking care of business on defense, and then going for the KO in the third as Hasek Heroes again skates off the ice here with a 7-2 win over the Lockport Lock Monsters. That is going to do it for us here at Bud Bakewell Ice Arena. For color commentator and producer Aaron Alpern, camera operator Destiny Cosner, I am Sean McHugh. Thank you again for joining us here on Nickel City Hockey Network. We'll see you next time.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
There's benefits to practicing both indoors and outdoors, but one of the great things about practicing indoors here, with the technology we have, that golf ball, whatever it's doing in here, is exactly what it's doing outside. So using it here allows you the opportunity to change, to play around with your numbers, to see what fits you best and how your eye sees the golf shot, and able to then allow you to have the repetition to do it on the course under pressure, time in and time out. I think one of the best things about having an instructor that you could rely on is you have someone to bounce ideas off of, and sometimes they're there just to remind you that one thing you could have forgot about from a few lessons ago. An instructor's job is to also help keep you on track with the end game, or the end goal I should say, in sight, and slowly but surely getting to that point. I like to empower you to understand everything that's going on, so that when I'm not with you or you are on the golf course, you can know exactly why you had that mishit and be able to then fix it immediately and enjoy the rest of your round, keep your round under control, and continue progressing forward.